Hey Aries, welcome to your astro reels. It's my pleasure to read for you as usual. And per the usual, you know that you don't actually have to have any specific or significant Aries placements in your natal chart for these messages to be for you. And you don't have to be watching at the time that I am publishing this video. If it resonates, then chances are there is information for you that you can benefit from. Of course, you're an adult, so please make sure that you use your discernment. Okay. Also, if something doesn't resonate with you, let's go ahead and put that card. If something doesn't resonate with you, I would invite you to take a step back and come back later once the energies have unfolded a little bit more into your physical reality and see what you can glean. Of course, I'm always here to assist you. You can find me on that business card that you can't see right here, but you can find my Etsy link on this page wherever you're accessing this video. Okay, and yeah, chat soon. But for now, let's jump into this video. So the first thing I'm getting for you, Aries, is the word, the phrase, oh, well, I guess it's a clause, but anyway, whatever. The buck stops here, right? So it's like the buck stops here. You see how this card came out like it was somewhere in here, and then now I'm just going to put the other cards to the side because whatever it is. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Earth card here that says seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. But what I'm getting from this card is that whatever it is that you have already put in motion is already in motion. Whatever it is that you're experiencing at this time, it's already in motion. And duh, right? But the reason I'm bringing that up is because I want to speak to the level of momentum with which this energy is flowing, with which these manifestations are appearing in your life. So if there's something that you're not very fond of right now, you're not experiencing a higher vibrational experience right now, that means that there were seeds, energetic seeds that you planted before that had enough momentum, enough of your belief. Now, it may not have been your conscious mind belief. It may very well have been your subconscious mind belief, filled with your fears, filled with past life programming, filled with current life programming, all sorts of stuff, and maybe just an all-out lack of awareness, 2 minutes, 22 seconds, that was driving these manifestations, literally calling into solidification, calling into materialization, calling into matter, what was just like wavelengths, right? With you, because of your beliefs on either or the subconscious and conscious levels, you literally made what was just existing in the realm of possibility to become probability. And of the probabilities that you called into solidification, you are now living the one that was the strongest. So this is what it means to manifest. It's not linear at all. It's just about understanding that your beliefs, yes, even your subconscious beliefs, especially your subconscious beliefs, are directing what materializes for you, okay? And that might be very difficult for a lot of people to hear, depending on where they are in their journey and their understanding of their energy field and how energy works, because there's a certain level of agency or personal responsibility that may not be welcome or may be completely, understandably, impossible to believe. So I got myself sick. I almost killed myself and died and blah, blah, because of my thoughts. So again, depending on where you are along your journey, your personal spiritual evolution, where you are along the relationship that you share to your pain. Are you still in victim mode? Are you still trying to have things witnessed for yourself, or have you come through the other way and now you're in a different place and you can reflect, right? And also where you are in terms of how much you love and accept yourself and how much you can accept what is around you and what it is that you're experiencing. You will see into this present moment and the experiences that you're feeling right now and the words that I'm saying, a different interpretation, okay? So your beliefs are what cause you to make, interpret, and experience. Let's say better this word: to make, experience, and then interpret, and then make even more, and experience even more, and interpret, and then make even more, experience even more, and interpret more of what you would refer to as your physical reality. And that's why, in order to escape the reality that you're living, the poverty consciousness, the broken relationships, the grief, the crying in the shower, crying in the car, the constant confusion, all of that, the unhappy families, the war torn places you are, or wherever it is, whatever is populating your perceptions, and you turn on the TV and that's what shows up for you. Someone else will turn on the TV and look left at the same time as they press channel up, and then by the time they get back to the TV, they didn't see those harsh channels that you immediately tapped into when you turned on the TV, right? So it's all magnetically ordained by whom? You. Okay. So I'll say it one more time and then we'll move on. The physical reality that you live, from ailments to personality to beliefs to all of that stuff, to turning left instead of right today, and then getting into a traffic jam instead of turning down that one road that would have taken you straight to where you needed to go, right? Everything, the person who delivers your mail, everything is magnetically drawn to you, and those are made manifest by you and your beliefs, your core beliefs that you need to get in touch with, right? Or come see me, because I will, let you know real quick. Gently and lovingly. But those beliefs are what make your physical reality. They give you the experiences in your physical reality, and they're also the lens through which you interpret what it is that you are experiencing. So always remember, whatever you tell me, whatever story you tell me about whatever's happening in your life at any given moment, I will listen to you, but I will understand that all I'm hearing from you is your interpretation of experiences you've had in the world that you made and may or may not have noticed that you made from your beliefs. Okay? So that's why it's important to do shadow work, because otherwise you're just on the hamster wheel of experiencing wave after wave after wave without understanding what's happening and how to fix it. So that is a big message that's coming through today for whomever you are, that whatever it is that you're experiencing in your life right now, whether you would interpret it as positive or negative, I would argue that you're not in a position to assess that at all, because you're not really seeing clearly, and who is down here, right? We have to reach into a higher state of mind, higher perspective, higher self much, right? In order to be closer to having a real assessment. But whatever it is that you're experiencing has gathered so much momentum that it just has to kind of play out, okay? Is what I'm getting. Now, if you are feeling so inclined to do this, what I'm going to tell you next, go ahead and do it. I'm getting that some of you here need to stomp your foot. I would love to stomp it very loud for me, but I'm actually, it's very early in the morning and I'm on the second floor here in the house where I live. But stomp your feet, like 1, 2. You can do it more than once, but stomp, stomp, stomp. Move that energy out. 8 minutes, 8 seconds. That's 0808. We're just calling into alignment the self. We're calibrating the self, okay? So go ahead and just push that out. And now let's move on. Thanks, guys. Yay. The Sun card, illumination. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. What I'm seeing here, though, intuitively, because you guys know we read intuitively on this channel, what I'm seeing with this card here is that this is an aspect of you that is quite mature. It knows what's going on. It's looking out into the field. And notice I'm doing this. It's looking all the way into the energy field. Higher perspective, more expansive perspective. When you're not narrow-minded, right? Narrow-mindedness means we have certain ideals and we just can't get out of it. So if you follow this channel, thank you, ding. But also if you follow this channel, then you may remember months ago when the guides were like beating the drum of needing to cultivate, sorry, they just gave me another word, needing to cultivate intellectual, what was it? Flexibility. What was it that they said? Oh, thank you. Ideological flexibility, meaning you don't know everything. And as long as there's that category of the inconceivable, aka what you don't know, then it calls into question what it is that you think you know and that you don't think you know, and anything that is on this planet is called into question. And that's really the way it should be, because we don't know anything. But that being said, there's strength in understanding that you don't know everything. It gives you a certain level of ideological flexibility. And remember, as you believe, so you will make experience and then interpret and make an experience and interpret. So if you are allowing yourself to be malleable in what it is that you believe to be true about your now moment, about yourself, about the world you're in, about the people in there, about the rules, about your future, past, whatever you want to say, whatever your beliefs are, if you allow yourself to be flexible at that, then what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to flow in and out of belief systems. And that means you're flexible. But if you're not, you're rigid and you're narrow-minded. And I've had clients before where I've literally had to do the equivalent of cranial work that would be like taking, I don't know what the tools are, but like removing lug nuts or something, like zzz, and like pulling it out of their skull, because the beliefs are so rigid, especially if you come from cultures where it's like so strong, where it's like, this is the way to do it, this is the only way to do it. Now, you know me, if you know, me and my irreverence on this channel, but you know, sociocultural conditioning is earth stuff, has nothing to do, it doesn't even last. It doesn't even, you leave one geographical area, you change cities and you're in a whole nother place. What do you think it has anything to do with your spirit? So 11 minutes, 11 seconds. Don't get me started on that, right? So that's what we need to remove. These false beliefs are too strong. We're deprogramming, deconstructing, dismantling your adherence to what you think is the way, the right way, the proper way, what God thinks, what are we talking about, right? And so this, from this higher perspective, you're able to see outward. Now, 1, 2, 3, all over. It's expansive mindedness. And this is a higher perspective that you're operating at when you're in that state. Now, take a look here as we are on the ground here, right? Literally the earth pentacles. We see that same concept. 1, 2, 3. So when you bring yourself, this is yourself now. You bring your higher self and you tap into it from this lower level of experience here in the physical, and you surrender and you trust that higher part of you. Look what then starts to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at all those branches. You start to solidify and cultivate and bring into your conscious mind awareness and your way of being, your routines and everything, that expansiveness that your higher self operates at. This is what it means to ground your higher self into your reality. And that is a beautiful alliance to have. Now, as we went back to earlier, of course, as you lock up together with your higher self, you're now moving as a unit. There's union there for you, right? But when that happens, understand that you still got things in the physical. They've already manifested, and they've manifested with momentum, so things are still kind of playing out. It's like a wave coming. You just have to wait for the wave to hit the shore and die out. But at the same time, you've also got the new waves coming in too with your energetic frequency of alliance. So that's why you really have to have the D, you know, like we all want that D, but I'm talking about the discernment D. Discernment, dropping into your divine heart, calling forth the faculties of the divine mind and having the divine will to align with something higher than yourself that can see for you, right? When you have that level of discernment, then you can discern what physical manifestations, what people, places, things, situations, ideas, opportunities, whatever, are part of the old energy where you were just trying to do it yourself, and which are part of the new energy. They look the same sometimes. Yeah, got your heart broken by a man or a woman like 10 million times. Guess what? This new person coming in, is this person representative of that old energy? Could well be, because the momentum is there. Or are they representative of the new energy? Could well be, because the new energy is flowing in. Well, I would argue you don't know and you can't know. You must open up to something higher than yourself. Ask for the assistance. Get on about your business. And then allow yourself to be moved. That's how we do it out here. This is a big message. Stop. Okay? Unity. That's what I'm talking about. Traditional viewpoints and methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. All this is saying is when you trust, you literally call in a higher part of you. Look at him. Sorry about the lighting, but why would I ever apologize for sun, right? Look at these. Each bubble has all these different religious symbols, but it's representing ideologies. This is that higher aspect. They are able to see everything. Call them in through your alignment. Okay? With self.